Hi, this is Ryan Gunnis, and in this tutorial, we're going to cover the contact management system and how to use it. Now, the way it works is every time you receive a call from the system, it gets automatically logged into this system here. So you'll be able to see the phone number that gave you a call. The system puts them as a new lead, and you'll be able to hover over this little button here, and it'll be able to show you the time of that call and how long the call was. So you can tell by the time of the call whether it was a call that left you a message, or you spoke to them if you see it's a couple minutes, or maybe they didn't leave you a message because it was only like 5 seconds or something. Okay, so you could use that information to kind of remind you what's going on with that call. Now, obviously, we're in a dummy account here, so there's a lot of dummy information. And so the way it works is, and I'll just kind of give you a live example here. So let's say, I'm calling back my calls. A lot of times, like what I like to do, because there's a lot of statuses, which I'm going to touch on, is I like to click on search on new leads. So it just shows me all my new leads. So let's say I'm calling back and I notice, okay, this person left. It looks like they were on the phone for 23 seconds, so they must have left me a voicemail or something like that. I call them back, and let's say this was Sam. So I'll just put in Sam. Okay. So let's say I listened to my voicemail, and Sam left me a message, and I'm calling them back. So I call Sam. We spoke on the phone. I made my little invitation, and Sam says, "I'll take a look at your business." All I do is click on email here. I say, what's a good email address for you? Sam says sam@123.com. I say, okay, no problem. And then I click to continue. And I have an option now. Sam is interested in looking at my business, which is this one here. If Sam wanted to look at both my business and the marketing system, I would click this. Sam wants to look at my business, so I'll click on this. Or if Sam just wants to look at the marketing system, I'll click on this. Okay, because this is a dummy one, I'm not going to click on anything, but I will touch on the other functions here. Number one is Facebook. I can click on this little Facebook. It'll do a lookup for Sam, and it'll bring me to Facebook. And if it finds Sam, I'll have the information right here. I can click Add as a friend, and then I can click on Send Message and write a little message. So, example of a little message that I would write is, let's say I spoke to Mandy. I'd say, hey Mandy, nice chatting on the phone with you today. I sent you the info we talked about. Catch you later, and my phone number. Also, what's good about this is I get to see some of the information about that person, what company they might be working with, if they have that in their Facebook, and I could use that information for future reference. All right, so I use this a lot. I highly recommend it. Also, there's a little search function here. If I click on that, it'll look up that phone number in our system and give us more information. So if we have information on that person, you might get their full name, what company they might be with in the past or present, their state, and what their website might have been in the from their past company. So I'll have all that information in front of me again if I need to use that. If I need to add a note, let's say Sam was a truck driver and needs 500 per month. Let's say we got into a little bit of conversation. I want to put that note. I can make a little note, put that in there, and I have that for future reference. Okay, so you can add notes really easily. If Sam said, "Hey, don't call me ever again. Take me off your list," you can click on add to the do not call list, and that number gets removed from our system completely. All right, so that kind of covers that. Okay, what would happen if I had clicked on this one here? Let's say I said Sam was interested in my prime. If I click on that, what happens in the background is it triggers a whole bunch of emails. So what it does is it triggers a series of emails, and it would send Sam an email to look at my business, in your case to look at your business. Okay, so Sam would be looking at your business, and it'll wait a couple days and follow up and say, hey, I wanted to touch base, make sure you got the email whatnot. So it would be following up with Sam for you. And if Sam clicked the link, it will move Sam over here. It will let you know that Sam clicked the link to look at your business. Again, it's going to be following up to try to get Sam back on the phone for that follow-up call. And then there's some other functions here for rating wise. So each area, whether the person is interested in both, interested in the marketing system, or just interested in your business, each area has its own unique sets of emails that's designed to move them through the funnel. And this, overall, this could be built out to 2-3 weeks worth of follow-up automatically. All you did was click this button one time, and all that stuff is happening in the background. So great function to use, as you put people into the system. All right, that covers that. What else? By clicking, let's say we clicked on Sam was interested in my business, right? Well, Sam is interested in your business. You clicked on that. The system would automatically change the status to Sam is interested in looking at your primary business. Now, if Sam clicks the link, the system will automatically change their status to clicked. So what's good about that is you can come in and pull up all your new leads. So these are the people you need to call, and then you could say, okay, well, let me see who said yes to looking at my business. Okay, Brenda says yes. Okay, who has clicked? Okay, these are the people that click, so I know who to follow up with. Same thing, you can go to the marketing system, who's clicked. Okay, and you keep working through all the different statuses, so you can always be talking to the most interested prospects as you do your follow-up. From the search function side, I like to make notes on what company people are with, so that you can always come back. Like, let's say, Red company. Let's say I want to do a search. I can just type in Red. I'll do a search, anybody with the word Red. So we got Red here, we got Red here, and be able to find that easily. All right, you have the date range. If you need to search for a date range, just choose the date from and then the date to. System will filter out your leads that way. Phone lookup. If somebody's calling you or you got a missed call, you can always type in that phone number here. So let's say this was the phone number. I can type in, hit phone lookup, and the system will automatically go do a lookup like it did over here, and I'll have that information there as well. So you can find it from two ways. If you're inside of a record, you can just click on this little pencil. If you're not inside of a record, you can just type in their phone number right here and do a phone lookup. All right, that pretty much covers everything. The only other thing I would say is if you get a call from the system, it takes up to about 5 minutes for that call to get logged into here. Okay, so keep that in mind. Okay, and basically it'll be, like I said, it'll be logged. You'll see the phone number. Obviously the name and the company and the email will be blank, and it would say new lead, just like this one here. Okay, and then you can kind of click to see the time, and you can call that person back, or if you spoke to that person already, you can come in and put your notes in and all that good stuff. Alright, so that pretty much completes a high level of how to use the Contact Manager. Very, very simple to use, highly effective as far as keeping you organized and helping you follow up, especially as you add people to these funnels and the system is doing all this work in the background for you to help get that person to look at your website, to help get them back on the phone to call you and whatnot. Also, one other area I'm going to touch is rate. Let's see if I have a rate option here. Pull up one here. I don't have one here to show you, but after you put someone into the system, you'll have a button that shows up where you can rate them, and that's used in the follow-up call. So as you call and you touch base with someone, you can click on the rate option, and you'll be able to say where their interest level is at after they took a look at the first initial information that they got from you. All right, so make sure and use that in your follow-up process. All right, cool. Ryan Gunnis, I'm signing out, and I'll see you in the other videos.